Hi and welcome. So today I want to talk to you more about emotional eating and shame and how we can actually move past this so we can resolve our emotional eating. So if you're new here, welcome. My name is Michelle. I'm a certified holistic nutritionist and emotional eating expert. And this topic is really important for emotional eaters. A lot of the times clients that I work with, they eat secretly, they eat in hiding, they have a lot of shame around their behavior, and they don't really talk about it. And so they just kind of hold this shame inside, and they feel that something's wrong with them, something's wrong with their body. Why can't they just fix this? And they sort of stay in hiding for a really long time until they muster up that much courage to actually find a program and to start working through this emotional eating. And so what I want to say and why I want to share this is that whenever we have any kind of coping pattern or addictive pattern, which emotional eating is when we use food to soothe ourselves, to distract us from uncomfortable emotions, we tend to have a lot of shame around this. And part of the reason we have a lot of shame around this is that we don't think what we're doing is normal. Some part of us knows that what we're doing is, not quote unquote healthy or normal. And so we hide, but we hide because we don't know another way to deal with what we're feeling or what we're going through. And so when we hide and we don't actually acknowledge what is happening, this pattern lives in secret and kind of grows and grows and grows because no one is seeing it. We don't have to look at it ourselves either. And so when it becomes just so overwhelming and almost so painful, then we might start looking for a way to resolve it. But even then, there's still that part of us that feels ashamed to even admit this. And so I want to share with you why it's important to seek out guidance and mentorship that is going to be in a safe place and that there's not going to be a lot of judgment. So it's important to make sure that if you are going to work through your emotional eating, that you are aware of the person that you're working with, that they're not going to judge you or shame you, that you feel safe enough to share what's going on for you. Because part of the reason that you're in this spiral is, you also have yourself. You're judging yourself for being this way. And then to put yourself in a situation where someone is judging you, that compounds it. So you want to be in a safe space where there isn't any judgment with someone that really understands this pattern. A lot of the times, because we're so hard on ourselves and we think we should be able to get it and should be able to do it, and there's a lot of shoulds, we tend to feel that's how those that are wanting to help us will react to us. And so that kind of keeps us stuck. So we need to really know the methodology of the person that we're working with and feel safe, that it's a safe environment. It's not judgmental. And this is really key and important because in this kind of environment where you can just say what's going on for you and you can share it with a mentor or a guide or in a community setting with others that are going through the same thing, it takes away that judgmental voice you have. It kind of lessens it a bit because you start seeing, oh, this pattern, others have this pattern. Okay, this is a pattern. There's something deeper going on. It's not that something's wrong with me. It's this way that I've learned to cope. And when we're able to start untangling this pattern and this way we've been for a really long time, and we start accepting it. And so acceptance is not about liking or loving where you're at. It's more about just seeing the reality and getting to a place of more neutrality. You could even not like where you're at, but when you accept it, you see the reality of it. And from here, when we can kind of sink into this is where we're at, this is where we can make change moving forward. And again, this is where a container, a program, a group is going to be really important because they're going to give you the tools and steps to move forward so that once you have that acceptance, you have the tools to move through this emotional eating pattern. Because a big layer is this judgment and this shame and this hiding. And so once you have the tools and the steps to move forward, you're going to be able to move out of this pattern and resolve it. And so this is important to really help you move out of this pattern. And it's something that I cultivate within my own program in the Emotional Eating Evolution program. It is a safe space. There's no judgment there because I deeply understand this pattern because I went through this myself and I see it in clients and I understand how they are judging themselves and they're really hard on themselves and they think they should be at point C when they really should be at point B. They're just really hard on themselves. And so once they're able to start understanding their pattern, then they're able to drop into more acceptance, and then they can take the steps forward into the tools. And this doesn't necessarily happen A, B, C. It's kind of happening in a spiral, in a circle throughout the whole program. There's more and more acceptance and more steps forward and more understanding of your pattern. And so this creates a container that's sustainable and helps you to really move through this pattern in a profound way. So the takeaways from this is really to make sure that you are in a safe space. You don't feel judged, because if there's external judgment on the thing you're already judging yourself on, it's going to be really difficult to open up and to accept yourself. And acceptance is really needed in order to take the steps to move forward out of the pattern and resolve it. So if you are looking for more support, if you are resonating with what I'm saying and you feel like you're ready to commit to resolving your emotional eating, I'd love to invite you to check out the Emotional Eating Evolution program. I'll put a link below. Or if you feel like you are ready to commit, you can book in an emotional eating assessment call. And on this call, we're going to find out where you're at, what your goals are, and if the program can support you and if we are a good fit. So thank you so much for watching. I look forward to sharing more with you, and I hope you have a great day.